Hi, my name's James. I'm a driving instructor that covers Newport South Wales Driving Test Centre. Today we're going to have a look at the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes of your driving test, where you're going immediately after leaving the test centre and the way that you're coming back towards the test centre following leaving out of the industrial estate and coming back. Hopefully this video will help you learn some of the areas a little bit better and some of the things that you need to look for to try and give you a better understanding of what the first part of your test is going to look like once you start moving. I hope this video helps. Up ahead on the left hand side you can see a junction. Just after that junction, if we turn left here, on the right hand side is the driving test centre. Hopefully you get a good idea of where I'm leaving from so that you can understand where I'm going next. So I've just set off leaving the driving test centre. One of the first things that the examiner might ask you to do is stop on the left hand side. So we're going to bring ourselves over to the left and gently come to a stop. One of the reasons that they get you to stop on the left so early is an opportunity for you to really just calm down and settle yourself in for this driving test. So take advantage of this point, give yourself a deep breath, and then when the examiner asks you to move on, be prepared to move on. So I'm heading up along Corporation Road. I've just turned left out of the junction that I showed you earlier, and I'm coming up to the double traffic lights. Now at the double traffic lights, at the second set, I'm going to be turning left onto the SDR over the White Bridge. So as I come onto the SDR, this road is 30 miles per hour. Depending on where you go next, whether you're going right just after the SDR bridge or straight ahead will depend on what lane that you decide to stay in. So we're coming up over the SDR bridge now, and the examiner may ask you wanted to turn right. So we're going to move into the right-hand lane. Up ahead we can see a sign to turn right into the city centre. That's the sign that we're going to be following. So I can see that there's a slip road on the right hand side that I'm going to move into. So once I'm in this slip road or filter road, I'm going to stay here until the traffic lights go green and move ahead in this lane. Now that the traffic lights have gone green, I'm moving ahead and this one lane splits into two. You can use either lane to turn right, but I'd recommend staying in the left, as left is best. And there's no real reason for us to be in that right-hand lane. Up ahead, the traffic lights are on the right-hand side are turning to show that we can go to the right. We're going to follow around to the right, staying in this left-hand lane. There's a new left lane forming now that we're going to move into. And then we're going to follow up the road. So again, I'm going right into the city centre off the SDR bridge, but this time I've chose to pick the right lane just so I can show you how we do or how we go about it. So we're following into the right-hand lane. The traffic lights ahead are changing and I need to move myself eventually over to the left lane. So I'm going to check and bring myself over into the middle lane. Okay, and it is 30 miles an hour here. I'm going to check and bring myself into the left lane once I've passed this car. And I'm over. So we've got an additional lane change there that isn't necessary, which is why we recommend that you use the left lane when turning right towards the city centre off the SDR bridge. So I'm back at the traffic lights again, coming from the driving test centre, and this time we're going to be going straight ahead at the second light. Now the left lane here goes straight ahead at the traffic lights. And we're going to continue straight ahead along the next set of traffic lights as well. Be careful here that only the left traffic light tells you to go straight ahead. So heading across these traffic lights, be careful here, we've got a 20 miles an hour sign on the left and right hand side. So up ahead I'm coming to a set of traffic light controlled crossroads in which I'm going to be turning right onto Cromwell Road from Corporation Road. So at this junction on Corporation Road, I'm going to be going right onto Cromwell Road. Now this particular junction is a box junction. I can move into the box junction as long as my exit to the right is clear, and I can wait for any oncoming traffic in this box junction. Even if the lights turn red now, I can still go and carry on over to my exit once the oncoming traffic is cleared. In some particular cases, the examiner might ask you to go straight ahead at these sets of traffic lights, only to be, once you've passed the junction, to then turn left back around onto the SDR, and I'll show you how that's done now. So at the traffic lights ahead here, we're going to be turning left. So the traffic lights are changing now. So after I've done all my checks and started moving on, I'm going to follow the road around to the left. As I come around to the left, the lane separates into two. Now, both of these lanes go right at the next set of traffic light junctions, so it doesn't matter which one I pick. So I'm going to pick the left one, as left is best. Now, as both of these lanes go right at this junction, I want to be mindful of my positioning here and make sure I end up on the left-hand lane on the new road. So I'm going to move out towards the new road, take it nice and wide and follow into this left-hand lane, and then continue. Now this particular road is 30 miles an hour, so I can make sure that I bring that speed up. Again, I'm heading up to the traffic lights on Corporation Road from the test centre, the double set of traffic lights. This particular time I'm going to be turning right at the second set of traffic lights. I want to position myself over to the right. Now I'm not turning right at the first set of traffic lights, but rather the second. I can't turn right at the first set of traffic lights as there's a no entry. So with the lights changing now, I'm making sure the road in front of me is clear to go across this first junction, and over to the second junction now I'm going to be signalling right. Now I am going to be heading over to the right into the left-hand lane of this dual carriageway. There's no need for me to be in the right-hand lane, and remember that the road is still 30 miles per hour from the previous road. It gets caught out a lot with this 50 mile an hour sign that people think they can speed up now. They can't, they have to wait till after the sign before we speed up. So we've left the test centre and turned left onto Corporation Road, and we're coming up to the pedestrian crossing. I'm going to be turning right just after this pedestrian crossing. So I've turned right just after the pedestrian crossing, and I'm following up the road here. The road goes on for a little bit, but at the end of this road we have a slip road joining the SDR dual carriageway. Now there's only one direction that we can join the SDR dual carriageway, which is left. So I'm approaching the SDR dual carriageway junction now. The satellite navigation might be asking you to go left here, however we can only go left. Notice it's changing from 30 miles an hour into a 50 miles an hour, and I'm going to bring the speed right down now, keeping an eye on traffic to my right hand side. I don't want to go all the way around this corner because that will restrict how much traffic I can see coming from the right. Now there is a bus stop just before this particular junction, And as long as there's no traffic next to that or closer, I can head on out onto this dual carriageway, making sure that I speed up as it is 50 miles an hour. But be mindful, up ahead, there's a 30 miles an hour speed limit. So we're coming back towards the driving test centre, coming back over the SDR Bridge, and we're going to look to go back into the industrial estate where the test centre is. Now this bridge, remember, is 30 miles an hour, so we want to make sure that we're keeping an eye on our speed. And just as we pass this last pillar on the left-hand side, we're going to start to see some signs to the left pointing for a slip road which we're going to join. So I'm going to signal and move into this filter lane. Now we have got a set of traffic lights ahead, but don't worry, once you're in this filter lane, those traffic lights are not for you, so we can ignore them. As we follow around this corner, listen to the examiner in what lane that he asks you to position yourself in. This particular time, we're going straight back towards the test centre, so I'm going to position in the right-hand lane. At the traffic lights ahead, I'm going to be going right. So the traffic lights are turning green now, and I'm going to be going right, making sure that I keep close to the right-hand side so that I can land in the right-hand lane. The right-hand lane here is the only one that goes straight ahead back into the industrial estate. The left-hand lane will go back left over down the SDR. So the traffic lights are turning green. I'm going to follow straight ahead. And the second set of traffic lights here are green also, but it's hard to see the traffic light on the left as it has some sun visor guards that are quite hard to make out that green light. I'm heading back down Corporation Road now, going past B&Q on my left-hand side, coming to the set of traffic lights. Now this can be a particular pain point for students as there is a quick lane change between the first set of traffic lights that you see in front of me and the second set of traffic lights going ahead back towards the test centre. I've got a green light to go straight ahead and left, so I'm going to stay in this left-hand lane. As I cross across this set of traffic lights, I'm going to move into the right-hand lane after the right-hand turn lane has finished. So bringing myself over at the box junction into the right-hand lane and carrying on straight ahead. Sometimes this lane can be quite congested, so don't be afraid to wait at the traffic lights beforehand with a right signal in the left-hand lane, waiting for that traffic to clear in the right-hand lane. So I'm exiting Nash Roundabout in the right-hand lane. Looking for a space to bring myself over back to the left lane. It's now cleared to bring myself over to the left, and this road is 50 miles per hour. So up ahead there's a slip road on the left hand side that I'm going to be taking back towards the test centre. I've got the warning triangle now for that left turn. Because this is a 50 mile an hour road, I want to indicate early and give plenty of time for the person behind to show that I'm slowing down in front of them. As I'm slowing down now, I'm looking into the new road, looking for the 30 miles an hour speed limit signs, which are on the left and right. And if we've missed those, there's another repeater sign on the left that we're passing now. So at the time of recording, Newport roads aren't great. They are littered with potholes and road surface imperfections. So just be mindful of any particular roads that look like this, that we keep a slower speed than normal. Now, I'm only a guy on the screen, so please listen to your own driving instructor. If this video has helped you, and I hope that it has, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you'd like, subscribe to the channel for our future releases. And if you have any particular parts of Newport or anywhere else that you'd like me to try and cover, leave a comment below.